right? So last time is done, and then we are uh, going to do company name, right? So third one we'll just indicate into this company name, right? What I'll do is I'll just keep this open, right? And then indicate this element, company name, and just reducing the resolution so that it is visible for everyone, right? Okay, so company name, and then rolling company address, rolling company, sure. So let me fix this one. Okay, so company name, rolling company, right? This one, rolling company, and then address, email, and phone number, right? So this one is address, right? And this one is email, and this one is phone number, right? So alright guys, so we are almost ready, and before this we'll just keep on read trains activity. We'll use this workbook, right, because we don't want that Excel workbook method. So here we'll keep this the path, and then we'll just load this to it, right? And we'll give the output as Control K dt, let's say 2 I would keep, right? That's done. Alright, so we're getting some validation errors, isn't it? It is because we are not filling it, right? So let's quickly fill it, isn't it? So let's row to the item 0 dot to string Control C, Control. Okay, we have given this dt2. Alright, we need to give this for each loop as well, isn't it? Yeah, for each we are using data, so it should be data table, it should be here, right? And we just need to copy this inside that. Alright, okay, a few more are left, I guess. Yeah, yeah, here these are left. Okay, Control X, we'll keep it here, right? So it's done. The only thing is we have to give the items which has to be entered, right? So we'll just copy these things, and we'll just paste it and give the index as 1 because it will take the last name, right? And here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So it's done now. There shouldn't be any validation error here. There isn't any validation. Oh, I can see here. Okay, it should be under DD2, right? Because we have stored the value into DD2 table. That's why. Now there is no error, right? Now thing is, if we run this, what happens? Let's check it out, isn't it? Okay. Before this, we'll just close this one. Okay. Let's run this one. We should ideally get an error like in the last video I have told, since in every fresh space. Okay, I think I haven't changed the web browser name as Chrome, so let's give it as Chrome because it will be faster, right? So what I was telling is we should get an error because for every refresh page, every new page of the same website, like that is RP challenge, the fields, right, the position of the fields gets changed in different position of the web page, isn't it? So if you were to have remembered, it was in the different format. Now you would see our company name coming at the top, first name coming somewhere else, and holding company somewhere else. So this way, without facing selector, it should give an error identifying the selector element or the UiPath element, right? So we'll just wait to get that error, right? So it does take some time. It takes like almost 30 seconds because UiPath's default time is 30 seconds. So we'll just wait for 30 seconds. And okay, here we go. So we see here source type into input message cannot find the UI element. So why we are getting error, we know that, right? Because the web element is getting changed each and every time. So for this, we have already created a video last time, right? How to fix the static element selector value to the dynamic where the position gets changed and still it fills the data, right? So I have saved in some other in the same folder, right? Let's go here. So I can see, yeah, I have saved this one. So for this, what I'll do is I'll just capture it from my project, and here you go. This is the one, right? So this one is the dynamic one, which I have already fixed it, and it should be working, right? So now the catch is in the main. Let's minimize this one, right? And it is a main. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll get this try catch activity now. Okay, we'll just drag and drop here, right? So this one is the one which will try. We'll control X, we'll keep it in under try block, right? And the catch, if you would have remembered in the video where with the error which we got, right? Here also, if you can go and see in the outline, you will get outline. It should be in the output, right? Yeah. So type into input cannot find the UI element corresponding to this selector, this, and the exceptional handling execution error, right? So here we would have seen this error, isn't it? So it was a system exception error. If you can just go back and just see, right? All right. And then okay, we'll get this error. So we'll add the catches now, right? Okay. So it was system exception error, right? So we'll just select this one, right? All right. Okay, so it has, now we identify the system exception error is there, right? Now what we want to do here, now if you find the issue, what we will do, now we need some solution, right? The solution is nothing but we have already stored in the RPA form, where the selector is dynamic now and it can fill the form. So for this, either you can just create a new workflow and just uh, drag and drop here, but instead I had done it in some other folder. So for this, what I'll do is I'll just invoke it, right? We'll just call it. So we have this invoke workflow file. So here we'll just drag and drop, we'll just trace the path, RPA form, right? And we have successfully dragged it, and let's execute. Right. All right. So let's try this one and see if you're getting something. If you are successfully be able to do it. Okay. It's running now. First, it will try to execute the activities which are here in try, right? So let's see what happens. Okay, it has opened the web page now. It will try to fill the data. For that, they have to identify the element. The first one is first name, right? Here. Now it will wait for some time, and then the obvious is it will throw exception error, system exception error, where it says like it is not able to identify the UI element, and then it will perform the catch one now, right? At catch, they identify the system exception error,